aggressive with a lot of dancing. On one, homie. You know that boy's gonna hit. I'm freaking on one, homie. Energy hit. I'm on one. On one, homie. Jet fuel. Jet fuel. I'm freaking on one, homie. I'm on one, homie. I'm on one. On one, homie. You know that boy's gonna hit. I'm freaking on one, homie. Energy hit. I'm on one. I found you. I went trick-or-treating. I freaking knocked on your door. You answered it, and then I spanked you. Every one of you individually, homie. You never even tried it. You looked at the label like a bunch of crybabies. What up is Garage GYMHOMIE, and today we are reviewing Apollon Nutrition IsoBlast 100% pure whey teen, homie. Pure, you've been waiting on this whey teen review. Pure whey isolate protein. Is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out all the dang time for you, man. So click subscribe and let's get into this. God bless all of you homies. I hope you're feeling amazing, living from the heart, man, staying out of your head. You know, man, you know deep down when you're going through the day, if you're living from here or you're stuck in here, man, you know I don't need to explain to you what that means, because you know it already, man. I know you know it. If you know it, comment below. Anyway, man, I'm a little late to this review, but I'm going to tell you something, man. I don't review proteins like a lot of people, man. A lot of people get a protein powder and they open the tub and they review it. I open one protein at a time and I use it up till it's done. So sometimes when someone sends me a protein, I have 4 proteins sitting in the drawer waiting to go through. I just put them in order unless it's really special. And so I said, you know what, this was for Hanukkah back in December, but I made it right in time for Purim, homie. I made it right in time for Purim. If you know, you know. Anyway, man, so look at this. I didn't know what to think of this, and I'm actually about to open up their excellent protein. You know, one thing about Apollon, man, I know a lot of people talk about pre-workouts and all that, all the crazy stimulants. To me, their proteins are some of their best products, man. Like, to be honest, I've only used the other IsoBlast flavor was the cookies and cream until now. And that cookies and cream is probably the best cookies and cream on the market as far as the flavor goes, because there's freaking full Oreo chunks. That one's freaking bomb, dude. Really fun to drink. Anyway, man, are we here for a good time or a long time? A long time. All right, man, so I do think this might still be in stock, last I checked, and I will link below where to get it with the discount code if you want it. But Apollon, man, their proteins, on their other protein that always makes my top list is the 50-50, dude. That boy right there is a freaking monster. And that one I've only had one or two. Maybe 2 flavors. I had the peanut butter cookie, maybe one more I've reviewed. Anyway, nutrition facts. 1 scoop, 31 grams. A level scoop was like 30 grams. It was pretty much on point. And you get 26 servings in a container. And, you know, if I'm drinking 2 scoops of this, that gives me 13 servings. And 13 is the deep meaning behind that. Is I was a bar mitzvah boy at 13, homie. I was reading the Torah, man, and now here we are studying Judaism, man. Look at that. There's Hebrew on here. Anyway, this was a special edition. Look at that. There's a menorah, Star of David. Man, we're in the game, baby. All right, man. So God bless Apollon and God bless you, man. But no, I got more than 13 servings out of this because I use this for my overnight oats, too, with 1 scoop. And I even used it with hot oatmeal, man. And I was thinking, man, how's this raspberry donut, how's it going to taste? I'm going to tell you how it's going to taste, homie. Raspberry donut. That's what we called you in the pen, man. Raspberry donut. I remember. All right, here we go. So calories, 120. That's what I want to see, man. Nice and low and just an isolate. Keep it low, man. So 2 scoops is 240. Einstein. And then you got, look at that, 3 grams of carbs, 24 grams of protein, man. Sodium 80, very low on the sodium, man. Really nice. And look at this, man. In regular Apollon fashion, they make a big point to be, I know the owner really likes protein transparency. Look at this, man. They even put a raspberry donut recipe on the freaking label, dude. This is the first time I'm seeing that. If I wouldn't have ran out, I probably would have made this. I didn't even see that. All right. Shame on me. It's a Shonda. All right, here we go. 24 grams of protein. So listen to this. Whey protein isolate, sunflower lectin, 28 grams, yielding 24 grams. So they're not pulling the okie doke on us, homie. A lot of companies say 24 grams of protein, and you find out it yields less. They're giving you 28 grams of protein, which yields 24. So you're getting every bit of that 24, man. They ain't monkeying around, homie. Not with the protein. Not up in here, son. Respect to Apollon for the protein transparency. And other ingredients. MCT oil powder, which is medium chain triglyceride, excuse me, them good healthy fats, man. Non-fat dairy milk, disodium phosphate, or no, hold on, man. MCT oil, non-fat dairy milk, agave inulin, natural and artificial flavors, gum blend, beet powder, and sucralose, and acetylcholine K. So pretty standard protein label. Nothing over the top with a zillion ingredients, you know, that has inclusions and all these extras, and not like your super minimalist 4-ingredient transparent Labz. It's got, you know, artificial coloring, flavoring, which brings me to my next point. I freaking put it in my overnight oats, and it blew up, and there was this freaking pink tint, looked just like a raspberry, and I'm like, man, I don't like that artificial color. That's freaking weird, dude. And then I looked at the label. I was like, oh, that's the beet powder, homie. That's the beet powder. So I was incorrect. There was no artificial coloring. It looked weird in the fridge. It was like bright pink. I was like, that's freaking nasty. And turns out, man, it's just the beet powder. God bless their souls, man, and God bless yours. So this is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say about this. The flavor's freaking, I drank it. The first thing I thought when I drank it, I took 2 scoops in just alkaline water. I thought to myself, this tastes just like a freaking raspberry donut, homie. I didn't know what this would I thought it would just be like a raspberry flavor. I've never had a protein that tasted like this. In fact, now I'm going to give it to you straight. This is not a flavor I would personally see and buy. But that's not because it wasn't freaking delicious. It's just, like for me, fruity protein flavors are hard to kind of mix and match with other things. Like I'm more of a traditional chocolate peanut butter, you know, those kind of flavors, because it's easy to put in oatmeal, mixed with peanut butter and all that. Dude, this was still freaking delicious. It's delicious. This is way more delicious than you can imagine, dude. But the star of the show with this protein was how freaking light it was on the stomach, dude. Like, you drank it, it was like freaking feathers, dude. I'm telling you, noticeable every time I used it. And I'll say something else about this flavor. Going through this whole tub, a lot of time fruity flavors, I get tired of it. By the end of the tub, I wasn't even saying like, oh, I'm sick of this flavor. Like, every time I drank it, I really looked forward to it. I put in overnight oats with chia seeds, dry oats, 2 scoops of natural peanut butter, and a scoop of this. It was freaking awesome, dude. Mixed up perfectly. None of that clumpy-umpy. It's like nice, fine powder, but not too thin where it's like, you know, when it's too thin and you're like, I don't really like that. Not too thick. It's really just right. And it just felt like freaking feathers, dude, on the stomach. There was zero bloating. It feels like a quality protein. So the flavor, dude, is as good. This exceeded anything you'd imagine this would taste like. Again, not a flavor I would personally buy or be like, oh, I want to get that again. It was a limited edition, dude. Like, so they made it for the Hanukkah holiday. I got to it by Purim. Excuse me. Anyway, man, definitely worth it. Definitely a great protein. And I wish you could taste it so you knew just how freaking good it was, man. It tasted like, I thought it would just be a raspberry flavor. I tasted it and thought, that tastes like a freaking raspberry donut. So props to Apollon, man, for the transparency and all their proteins. They always say the yield and everything like that, and their proteins just rock, man. As far as the flavor, whoever manufactures their proteins just has an incredible flavoring system. Their 50-50 is unbelievable. And let's do the protein to scoop ratio. 24 divided by 31. Over 77% protein to scoop ratio. So that means over 77% of that scoop is freaking pure protein, and the rest is, flavor and filler. But it's even more because it's 28% whey protein and sunflower lectin. So it's probably close to 82% or something like that, protein to scoop ratio. And then you get the good healthy fat. So some of that scoop too is like MCT oil powder, which is good and stuff like that. So anyway, man, well worth it just to try. Not a flavor I'd keep in my arsenal or anything like that, but it exceeded, tasted literally like a raspberry donut, man. So that's what I got, man. Hitter label, hitter flavor, hitter experience, light as heck on the stomach. Nothing negative I could say about this protein. God bless all of you. Together, let's get this dang muscle. I'm out.